very good afternoon to everyone here. So today we are going to learn property of triangle. So as name suggested, we are going to learn a lot about triangle. Uh, Property of triangle is one of the part of trigonometry. So in our syllabus we have 5 chapters that are coming under the trigonometry chapter. So the first chapter was trigonometry ratio and its transformation, and the last part of trigonometry is property of triangle. So we have learned trigonometry chapter. So trigonometry chapter was based on the study of relation between sides and angle of triangles. So we know that many solution cannot be found by geometry or trigonometry. So there was a mathematician whose name was Hipparchus. He established a relation between sides and angle of any triangle. We know the most used ratio to determine the right angle triangle, that is sine, cosine and tangent. So if 3 sides are known, then angle can be determined and triangle will be fixed. And if 3 angles are known, sides cannot be determined and triangle will not be fixed. So the purpose of this chapter, the purpose of property of triangle is to develop some necessary rules regarding sides and angles of triangle. Okay, so before going to jump into this chapter, so we have to have some knowledge regarding angles and sides of triangle. Okay, so here I am going to draw a triangle. So this is triangle. So we are not taking right angle triangle because in this chapter we are going to learn different types of triangle. Okay, so if it has 3 angles, so let's suppose A, B and C, these 3 are angle. So remember one thing, in this chapter properties of triangle, we are going to use capital ABC as an angle. So capital ABC can be denoted for angles. Okay, now here we have angle, so the opposite side of this angle will call side A, and opposite this side of angle side called will be small c, and here it will be small b. So just remember one thing, small a, small b, small c can be denoted as sides of triangle. So here one thing is clear, so you should not have to confuse in small letter and capital letter. Okay, now we know one more thing, that is 2s is equal to bc, and abc are the sides, and when we are taking a plus b plus c, that is called perimeter of triangle, and that is equal to 2s. Okay, so this is perimeter of triangle. Okay, now perimeter of triangle uh, after this we are using one symbol that is called delta. So we are using this symbol for area of triangle. Area of triangle. Okay. So here we have angles, sides, perimeters, and area of triangle. And we know we know already and we have studied uh, similar triangles and Pythagoras theorem. So I don't think I should tell all those things. Okay. So here just you need to remember capital ABC can be used for an angle and small ABC can be used for sides of triangle, and 2s is equal to a plus b plus c is equal to, that is nothing but perimeter of triangle, and delta is equal to delta can be used for area of triangle. Okay. Now, so I was saying the purpose of this chapter is to develop some necessary rules uh, regarding sides and angles of any triangle. Okay. So the mathematician Hipparchus, he established some rules. So we have some rules. As far as I know, we have 5 rules. The first rule is sine rule. The second rule is cosine rule. Third rule is tangent rule, and fourth rule is projection rule, and fifth one is half angle formula. Okay. So we are going to learn these 5 rules in this chapter, in this class only. Okay. Okay, so firstly we are going to learn sine rule. So in sine rule, so we should apply sine rule on different types of angles. So we normally generalize triangle in 3 types: acute angle, and right angle triangle, and obtuse triangle. Okay, so we are going to apply sine rule each type of triangle. So firstly, the triangle is coming acute angle, and acute angle is nothing but where theta less than 90. So we are taking first case acute angle where theta less than 90 degree, that is acute angle triangle. Okay, so acute angle triangle. So I am going to draw acute angle triangle. Okay, so I need to take different type of color chalk, but here let it be. I don't have. So here I just draw a acute angle. So in acute angle, I am going to take the angles, that is capital A, capital B, and capital C, and opposite of this angle side A, opposite of this angle side B, and opposite of this side C. And if I am taking vertices, so I can take capital A, capital B, capital C for understanding. Okay, so here this is the acute angle, and I am going to apply the sine rule over here, and I will get a equation of sine rule. So sine rule क्या होता है कि साइन रूल एक तरह का इक्वेशन होता है जहां पे 3 इक्वेशन होते हैं जो एक दूसरे के इक्वल होते हैं और प्रोपोर्शनली इक्वल होते हैं. Okay, so see here, if I want to apply Pythagoras theorem here, so we should have a right angle triangle, but here we don't have right angle triangle. So we will draw a line that makes a right angle triangle. Okay, so I am going to, and we know I can apply sine rule where there are right angle triangle. Okay, so here we draw a line. So suppose this point is D. Okay, so we draw a line that is CD. Okay, so here we have 2 right angle triangle. The first right triangle is ACD, and second right angle triangle is BCD. Okay, so just look in the right angle triangle ACD. So in triangle ACD, if I am applying sine here, so I will get sine A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, and we know opposite is nothing but CD and hypotenuse is nothing but AC. Okay, and can we write AC is nothing but B? So I can write CD by B, and from here I can write CD is equal to B sine A. Okay, let's give equation number 1. Okay, in triangle BCD, in triangle BCD, if I am applying sine here, sine ratio, so I will get sine B is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, and the opposite side of B is nothing but CD. CD by BC, and I can write BC is nothing but A. Okay, so CD by A. Okay, so can I conclude that CD is equal to A sin B? That is equation number 2. And I can say that equation number 1 and equation number 2, that is here CD is equal to B sin A and CD is equal to A sin B. So both are equal. So I can write B sin A is equal to A sin B from 1 and 2. Okay, now from here I am able to write sin A by A is equal to sin B by B. Let's take equation number 3. Okay, so we apply sine rule here and here. Okay, we didn't apply here. So now we as I said that sine rule is nothing but there are 3 equations. So we have only 2 equations. So we need to find equation C. We have to apply sine over here as well. So I am going to draw a line here. So I will get again 2 right angle triangles. That means I am able to apply sine in this triangle. I can apply what sine rule here and here. Okay. Okay. So just see here. We have 2 right angle triangle here. That is AC, and that point is, suppose this is point E. So ACE, we have 1 right angle triangle, and second right angle triangle is ABE. So just look at the triangle ACE. So in triangle ACE, so if I am applying sine here, sine C, so I will get sine C is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So an opposite is nothing but AE and hypotenuse is nothing but AC. So opposite by hypotenuse and opposite is nothing but AE, and that is AC. And I can write AC is nothing but B. So I can conclude that B AE is nothing but B sin C. Let's take equation number 4. Okay, now Again, if I have second right angle triangle here, ABE, so in triangle ABE, I can apply sine here, sine B. So sine B is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, and opposite is nothing but AE and hypotenuse is AB. So AE by AB, and I can write AB is nothing but C. So AE by C. So I can conclude that AE is equal to C sin B. Let's take equation number 5. So from equation number 4 and 5, I am able to write these two equations are equal. Okay. So B sin C is equal to C sin B, and if I arrange this sin C by C and sin B by B, let's take equation number 6. So just see here, equation number 3 and equation number 6 both are equal. Why? Because here we have sin B by B is equal to sin A by A, and here we have sin B by B is equal to sin C by C. So I am able to write that sin A by A is equal to sin B by B is equal to sin C by C. Let's take equation number 7. Okay. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you, that is circumcenter. So if a circle touches the 3 points of triangle, that circle is called circumcircle. Okay, and if this is diameter, if BC is the diameter of circle, so I should make in this way. Okay, I'm not able to draw properly, so you can see the diagram in our textbook, so you can get very easily. So if this is CB is nothing but as a diameter of circumcircle, so that center is called circumcenter, and the radius called circumradius. Okay, and it can be denoted capital R. Okay, so I can write that BC is nothing but 2R. BC is nothing but 2R. Okay, so here I can write 1 by 2R as well. Okay, so here just we apply sine rule on acute angle. Now we have to apply on right angle triangle. Okay, so I hope you people understood all those things. Now we are going to take second case. In second case we are taking obtuse triangle. So we know in obtuse triangle, second case, theta will be greater than 90 degrees. So here I am going to draw an obtuse angle. So this is, I should make a bigger diagram. So okay, so this is obtuse triangle, and if this is A and this is B and this is C, angle C, and the opposite the side that is opposite to the A, that will be A, and it will be C, and it will be B side. Okay, so again, if we want to apply sine ratio, so we should have a right angle triangle. So we should make right angle triangle in obtuse triangle. So how can I make? Just see here. If I am drawing a line from here, so you can see if this is vertices A and vertices B and vertices C, and this is the vertices D. So in triangle ADB we have one right angle triangle, and CDB, this is second right angle triangle. So that means we can apply sine over here. Okay, so just see in CDB, in triangle CDB, okay, CDB, and you know the angle will be this will be 180 minus B. Okay, so in CDB, if I am applying sine B, so sine 180 minus B is equal to opposite, that is opposite is nothing but CD, and BD. Sorry, sine is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, and opposite is nothing but CD, and hypotenuse is nothing but CB. Okay, and CB is nothing but A. So I can write CD by A, and I can conclude that CD is equal to A sine 180 minus B, and we know sine is lying in the angle is lying in second quadrant, and we know the sine will be positive in second quadrant. So I can write that is CD is nothing but A sine B. Okay, so let's take equation number 1. Now just see in the right angle triangle CDA. So in triangle CDA, so if I am applying sine here, so I will get sine A will be opposite, and opposite is nothing but CD. So CD by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is CA. So this is CA. So CA is nothing but B. So I can write CD is equal to B sine A. That is equation number 2. And from equation number 1 and 2, I can write A sine B is equal to B sine A here from 1 and 2, and from here I can write sine B by B is equal to sine A by A. That is equation number 4. Now we didn't apply sine over C. So if we want to apply over C, then we have to make again right angle triangle. So if I am drawing a line from here, so I will get two right angle triangle. Okay, so that is we have one right angle triangle. Let's suppose this point is called E point. Okay, E point. So BEC is one of the right angle triangle, and BEA is one of the right angle triangle. So we can apply sine on both triangle. Okay, so let's see here in triangle BEC. In triangle BEC, I am applying sine. So sine C will be opposite by hypotenuse, and just see here opposite side is BE, opposite side is BE and hypotenuse is BC. BC. Then I know BC is nothing but A. So I can write BE is A sin C. Let's take equation number 5. And just in second right angle triangle, B or AEB in triangle AEB, just apply sine rule here, sine A. So sine A is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, and opposite is nothing but BE by AB, and AB is nothing but C. So BE by C. So I can conclude that BE is equal to C sin A. Let's take equation number 6. Okay, from equation numbers 5 and 6, I can write A sin C is equal to C sin A, and from here if I rearrange this, so sin C by C is equal to sin A by A. Let's take equation number 7. So from equation 4 and 7, I can write that these quantities are equal. Okay, so sin A by A, sin B by B, and sin C by C. And here once again, if the side of AC is the diameter of circumcircle, so the AC will be equal to 2 capital R, and as I said, capital R can be denoted for circumradius. Okay, so this is 2R. So here once again we got sin A by A and sin B by B and sin C by C is equal to 1 by 2R. So this is nothing but sine rule. So if we check on right angle triangle, then we will get same formula. So let's check in right angle triangle. Okay, so right angle triangle, the third case, right angle triangle. So right angle triangle, that is mean theta is equal to 90 degree, that is right angle triangle. Okay, so here I am drawing a right angle triangle where I have one angle is 90 degree. Let's suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, and the side B, the side A, the side C. Okay, so here I have to apply, this is angle A, this is angle B, and angle C is 90 degree. So if I am applying sin C, and sin C I know sin C is nothing but 90 degree, and I know sin 90 is nothing but 1, right? Okay, so and if I am applying sin A, let's take equation number 1. Sin A will be opposite by hypotenuse, so it will be BC by AB, and AB is nothing but C. So I can write BC by C. Okay, so here sin A is nothing but BC by C. Okay, now if I am applying sin here, so sin B is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse, that means A. Okay, here sin A, BC is nothing but C. So I can write BC is nothing but A. So A by C, and so sin A will be A by C, and then if you apply sin B, then you will get CA and hypotenuse BA, and CA is nothing but B, and CA is nothing but B, and BA is nothing but C. So you got actually sin B is equal to B by C. Okay. So here we have sin A is equal to A by C, and here we have sin B is equal to B by C. So can I write sin A is equal to C is equal to A by sin A, and here C is equal to B by sin B. Okay, so if this is equation number 2 and equation number this is 3, so I can write that equation 2 and 3 are same and are equal to each other. So I can write C is equal to A by sin A is equal to B by sin B, and if I am taking C by 1, A by sin A is equal to B by sin B, then I can write sin C on the place of 1. Why? Because here we have taken that sin C is equal to 1. So if I am taking C by sin C, by sin C, and A by sin A, and B by sin B, so we got same equation, you can see here, and I can write 2R. That is, if suppose the side A, B, C are the diameter of circle. Okay, so this is actually sine rule. You may note down. This is the sine rule. So from this equation, we can derive some sides. Let's suppose I can find A. So A will be 2R sin A, and B will be 2R sin B, and C will be 2R sin C. And if I want to find angles, that means sin A. So for finding sin A will be A by 2R, and sin B will be B by 2R, and sin C will be C by 2R. Okay. So after finishing sine rule, we will see the cosine rule. Okay, and then we will take some problems that based on the sine and cosine, and then we will finish this class. Okay, so let's see the cosine rule. So here in cosine rule, we have to apply law of cos on acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. Okay, so first we will check on acute angle, and we will get one equation. So we know that if we apply cos on obtuse or right angle triangle, so we are going to get same equation. So in this case, I am going to check only one, that is acute angle, and then we will summarize cosine angle. Okay, so here I am going to draw, that is acute angle. Okay, acute angle. So in acute angle, let's suppose this is A, B, and C. The angle will be A, B, and C. The side, this is A, this is B, this is C. And again, if I want to apply cos, so I should have a right angle triangle. Okay, so here I need to draw a right angle triangle. So if I am drawing a line here, then we can get two right angle triangles. First is here, second is here. So first right angle triangle is AC. Let's suppose this is the point D. So ACD, this is one of the right angle triangle, and BCD, this is the second of right of triangle. Okay. Now let's suppose here we have sine A in triangle ACD. So if I am applying cos A, we know the cos ratio, that is adjacent by hypotenuse, and adjacent is nothing but AD by hypotenuse is nothing but AC. Okay, and AC is nothing but B. Okay, so I can write AD is equal to B cos A. Let's suppose equation number 1. Now you can see here we have another right angle triangle, that is BCD. So in BCD, can I apply Pythagoras theorem? So we will apply Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle BCD, I am applying Pythagoras theorem. So I know Pythagoras theorem will be the square of hypotenuse is equal to adjust the side of adjacent square plus square of opposite side. Okay, so here we have BC square is equal to CD square plus DD square, or we can say DB square. Okay, and BC is nothing but A square, and CD, we have CD, or we have and CB. Sorry, this should be CD. Okay, correct. Okay, CD, and we have DB. So I can write CD square plus. So can I write DB is nothing but AB minus AD. DB is nothing but AB minus AD. Okay, why I am doing like this? If I do like this, so I can summarize or generalize the equation very easily. Okay, why? Because we know AB, AB is nothing but C, and AD we don't know. So just we are making easy form. Okay, so just open this bracket. So you will get CD square plus here AB square plus AD square minus 2AB into AD. Correct? Okay, so here we have A square. Okay, now A square is nothing but CD square plus AB square plus AD square minus 2AB into AD. Okay, so just see in this triangle, the first right angle triangle, we have AD, CD and AC. So if I am applying Pythagoras theorem here, so AC square will be CD square plus AD square. So here we have CD square plus AD square. So I can write CD square plus AD square plus AB square minus 2AB into AD. Okay, so I can write here CD square plus AD square. CD square plus AD square is nothing but AC square. Okay, so A square is nothing but AC square plus AB square minus 2AB into AD. Okay, we know the AC is nothing but B. So AC is nothing but B, plus AB. AB is nothing but C. AB is nothing but C square minus AB. AB is nothing but C. So 2C, and we don't know AD. But here we have solved, that is cos A. That is AD is equal to B cos A. So I am just going to put AD is equal to B cos A. So this is actually, this formula is called cosine rule. Okay. So similarly we are able to find B square, and B square will be C square plus A square minus 2CA cos B, and C square will be is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. This is the cosine rule. Okay, so we have three equations in cosine rule. The first, A square, B square, C square. Okay, so if we want to know angle, so we can find angle like that. So if I am rearranging this, so 2BC is equal to 2BC cos A will be B square plus C square minus A square and 2BC. So I can find from cosine rule cos A will be B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Similarly, I can find cos B is equal to C square plus A square minus B square by 2CA, and similarly cos C will be A square plus B square minus C square by 2AB. Okay, so just note it down and we will solve 1, 2, 3 problems. So we have the first question. Just look at the question. In triangle ABC, if A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4 and sin A is equal to 3 by 4, find the angle B. So here we can know the what we are going to use. Here sin A is given, so we are going to apply sine rule, and if cos is given, so we are going to apply cosine rule. Okay, so here just see the solution. So given part is A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4 and sin A is equal to 3 by 4. So we need to find angle B. So we know sine rule. The sine rule is nothing but A by sin A, B by sin B. So here A is given, B is given and sin A is given. So we need to find this sin B. Okay. So how can I find? Just take sin B one side. So you will get B into sin A by A. So sin B will be, B is given, that is 4, and sin A is given 3 by 4 and A is given, that is 3. Okay, so this will can cancel and this will get cancelled. So we will have sin B is equal to 1, and we know that sine will be 1 if the theta will be 90. Okay, so that means theta is 90 degree. So we found B. So we have second question, that is if A is equal to 6, B is equal to 5, C is equal to 9, then find A. Okay, so here we know one thing, that we can find A plus B plus C in cosine formula. Okay, so we are not able to find A, B and C simultaneously in sine rule. So if I want to find A, then I can apply कोसाइन रूल भी है. So given is a is equal to 6, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to 9. So cos a will be, क्या होगा cos a will be b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. Okay, so we know this is from cosine. Okay, so b is nothing but 5 square plus 9 square minus 6 square to 5 into 9. Okay, then 5 square is 25, 9 square is 81, 6 square is 36. Okay, so 5 to the 10. So here 10 into 9, that will be 90. And here if we reduce this, so here I will have 8, 86, 96, 106. So 106 minus 106, 86, 96, 106 by 90. So just reduce. So I will get 60 by 90. That means 7 by 9. This 0 0 will get cancelled. Okay. So cos A will be 7 by 9. So A is nothing but cos inverse of 7 by 9. Okay, so we solve 2 questions and we will solve so many questions on the basis of sine rule and cosine rule. So in next class we will learn inshallah tangent rule and projection rule as well and half angle formula as well. Okay, so don't miss the class. So inshallah we are going to meet next day. Thank you.